Figured.
All right, so someone want to give a synopsis for Mr. Mad Hatter?
Go ahead. I'm still in the conversation. Because I couldn't find the spell.
Well, I was setting up the video.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was already on.
What?
okay, cool. Well,
Nah, brah. Nah. All right.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Zolstis.
My elf got kind of a jerk, as
I
he
saved
was
you from
before.
drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Zolstis nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. Immortality is only permanent, my dear, until one day it simply ceases to be. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. Well, sort of. But by all means, let that be a motivator, not a cause for concern. You must realize that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure... We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs. I know. Or did you think I chose you for those pretty eyes alone? One must never enter into any endeavor, though, without realizing the stake. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension. Not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom, this world's liberator. Whatever for? The other gods will either bow to you, or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood... But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence.
I guess we started up the
To save
video at
your
the wrong
kin
point. This
and
must be
your
really
loved
boring to
ones
watch.
and the world they live in. They will be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable to you being at theirs. Wouldn't you agree? So fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there when you're ready, when you've become a true master of the Source and speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril.
So if
It is a pilgrimage
Pete's
of
wife,
challenges
Mad Hatter's
that
here
will require
watching,
you to
then
command Source like only
we
a
went
god
back to the town and ran into what was her name? Magister Sylvia?
Siva.
Siva. And she wanted to lick her wounds a lot and complain a lot rather than thank us for saving. But she hid behind her artwork a secret switch, which moved her bed. And so apparently nobody ever looked under her bed and saw a giant hatch under there. So we went down the giant hatch and ran into ourselves. But it's not us, it's our god. Wait, are we gonna go through this with Liv so he'll see all this? So yeah, I guess that catches you up.
He won't see it unless like it.
Laughter rolls and echoes.
You are quite formidable, my chosen. But you underestimate just how much... We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivellon, and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that'll make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is... You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger. Best of luck. Go now. River...
Ben was doing it, but I think Ben's still in conversation.
Well, when I popped out, I ended up talking to her. I assumed you guys would get the same conversation. I guess you didn't? I'll pop.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a few...
My chosen, come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the eye.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Do you want me to wait on the conversation with her?
Blind eyes shine brightly.
Say what?
Meister Siva. I thought we'd all end up chatting to her, but it looks like I'm the only one in it. So,
Yeah, you were. I was listening, but
Speak the spell and see.
Doppel is the strange mirror image of yourself.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Rannick nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing.
are you
And should
talking
we
to her?
truly
You
lose,
figuring out
all
what you're
will
gonna
be
say to her?
cast into oblivion.
I was waiting for Mike, I think.
Oh. Okay, gotcha.
Well, you must realize that our fates are now as one. Just as together we are a force to be reckoned with. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It is a lake. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first. It was a time of selflessness and sacrifice. In the face of our old enemy. It was an act. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension. Only she who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator. It's very simple, but of course, only one can become a god. So make no mistake, my champion. But don't let that dismay you. Of course, the ends do justify life. If you choose life, you choose the Well of Ascension. I will lead you there. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a god-woken can. And we, horse, laughter, roll. You are already formidable. We are I now. You must make them teach you. So, return to Rivellon. And once you have, you may return to me here. Best of luck.
Check.
Alright. Alright, I'm in the combo with both. With both Svarog and Liv.
Alright. I will keep going.
Cool.
You may well have that potential, but at the same time, how to put this? I don't trust you to tie your bootlaces without accidentally hanging yourself, let alone controlling the powers of creation. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source Masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turn into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
These are some interesting choices I have to pick from here.
Yeah.
I'm going with this.
Just see, some of these are quite dark, twisted individuals. The kind of creatures that grew bored pulling the legs from spiders and so moved on to people.
Are you taking a
I was about to ask.
You going to the bathroom, Eddie? On your computer?
It's like the old days of when you mic somebody and they go to the bathroom. Someone forgot to turn the mic up.
It's just peeing on Meister Siva.
However, it is the path
On our-
we walk. No matter what the cost.
Sorry. No, and as funny as I said, I was like, hey, I was like, I was like, I can't see it when you read what you're saying back because I couldn't read it. And I think the mic was off, and it turned on right after that, and I started peeing. Sorry.
Struggling for breath.
Alright,
After
man.
a few moments, she would
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
smear of blood
Sorry,
from the
guys.
corner of her mouth.
Had to do it.
Dude, we're trying to have a conversation here. What are you doing in the corner of her basement?
Hey, none of your business.
Damn.
None of. She has, yeah. Her business, not ours. Okay, I'm back.
Just peeing in the source puddle over there.
In source bowl.
Panda, one does not wash their pits in the sacred pool of tears.
So that's what that source puddle is.
Source, yeah. That's
Frankie,
exactly
why are
what
there
it is.
puddles on the floor? Oh.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
I'm a little worried about her, that she's gonna just keel over now.
And you do not seem to be paying attention.
Hmm.
Well, we're a little distracted by some of the actions.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorcerers, evil, controlling your soul, saving Rivellon, please.
Excuses.
Please tell me at least some of this.
It's our
rings a
friend.
Wait, there's a
Distracting.
bell down here too?
Just be happy I didn't piss on your dog riding a skeleton cat.
Your focus, your
Sorry,
only
woodchuck,
focus
where the hell it
must
is.
be on finding these masters.
How'd we end
on
up killing that
finding
thing
the
up?
secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters.
Your focus. Focus, guys. Your focus.
Oh, that's to be focused. Finding these masters. What are they
She's
after?
like literally, she's like scolding us right now.
For not being focused. And we're not.
She's fed up with us.
Yes, I am.
It's the
And we
only
do
way.
not have time
So,
to make
yeah.
morals. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known
Like, yeah,
sorcerers,
these are the godwoken,
especially the
huh?
powerful ones
This
not yet
one's
captured.
pissing in the corner.
They
This
become
was, we
invaluable
should just
resources.
say something to her in real life and see what her response is.
Notice the first comment I made to her was a jester comment. She did not.
Do you have any cheese?
But do be careful not to get caught. I was there.
Just like, let me check.
Gets through
Open
it.
in the fridge.
And I promise you the gallows was the
Dude,
most
Mike,
comfortable part of the
She doesn't have
experience.
cheese, but holy cow, she has stuff you want.
She says not to get caught. Taking her. Wait, so you're saying you have cheese?
She has the cheese you like, meaning like.
I'm asking her.
magic
Press
magic
continue.
love.
You have cheese, right?
And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground.
Whoa.
There
Drama.
will be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
I was serious when I said she has tons of stuff you want.
This is
As
gonna
she
be
speaks,
absolutely
one of her wounds
hilarious
reopens, a
for
dark red
people.
stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in
Are
frustration.
you taking a
and starts
piss?
to bind
Oh
the
shit,
gash.
yeah. My
You're
bad.
broadcasting this, right, Mike?
No, I'm just recording.
Oh man, we'd get so many views.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Our friend
Oh,
already
I'm
did.
so saying this. Thank you so much for passing this death-defying mission on to us.
She didn't say anything.
Power of
I'm-
awakening.
I'm gonna go make a puddle over here in the corner and step in. Oh, wrong puddle.
Yeah, I gotta get some source. Did you talk to the spirit of the apprentice?
The
I've
spirit
not
of an
spoken to
elegant
the
elven
spirit of the
woman
apprentice yet.
materializes
You want to
before
take that one
She
and I'll
seems
Yeah.
surprised.
Talking to her.
Okay, I'll jump in.
Spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised. Well, I'm surprised.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me. I am
This is the
Maestre's
last apprentice that
I
died.
study under her, but I do not learn. I hear tales of the ritual, of what lies beyond. Such wonders, such powers. I decide to pursue them myself.
Yep.
Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not God-woken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. I try. I burn the root. I breathe the smoke, and it burns me back.
Well, we can't all be special.
No air fills my lungs, only fire. When the darkness falls, I cannot cry out. I leave my life behind with a shameful whimper.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power, and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special.
Not special.
But I am not special.
Not special.
I am dead.
Well. Bunch of whining.
The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful
Sure,
ones
should be
not
the
yet
same.
captured. They would be an invaluable resource.
Okay.
Did you guys
Be careful
reload
not
your
to get
source?
caught.
Looks like
I was
Liv
there.
still needs to reload her
Guess
source.
for a time. And
Yep.
I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience.
Damn.
And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a
Ooh.
dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon.
What's all the moaning and
Godspeed.
groaning going on?
And remember, do whatever it takes.
She was getting worked over. Remember, she was on the noose.
Yeah,
She's
she's
getting
like,
worked over.
she's like. Alright, let me get Liv.
I'm gonna drink this bottle of swirling.
Oh, disease. That's good.
That probably wasn't the best idea. Oh.
Well then. Find the Magister's list.
Can we take a quick 10-minute break? I'm gonna grab some food.
Of course, that's a good plan.
Cool.
That'll break up the video too,
Right?
so it's not like a 30 gig file. I'll keep the game up though.
Cool. Be back in 10.